Hello to you all. I'm in Stockport today, a place where I've never visited, I've never preached here. And what I like to do when I visit a place for the first time, and if I'm open to preach there, I just like to have a look around and get myself into the centre and just see what I can see and see if I can find a decent spot. As I've come in, I can see the football fans, Stockport County football fans are walking around heading to the match. I don't really fancy heading up and preaching outside the football stadium today. I'm just going to do what I usually do and head to the centre and see what it's like down there. Right.
Salesman of evil. That banner could stretch all the way to London with the amount of deaths. 20 million worldwide.
Is that? Are you saying that's deaths
From the vaccine.
Deaths from the vaccine.
Deaths from the vaccine.
So
20
people's
million.
had the vaccine.
Worldwide, 20 million.
Yeah.
Never mind the millions who are injured from it. We had a woman here half an hour ago. She came up to us and she told us after a third she collapsed and she was dead for 20 minutes.
Wow. That was after the third vaccine.
Yeah, she came up to us here half an hour ago. Yeah. Another woman came up to her here. All her arms are swollen, and the doctors are fobbing them off. Fobbing them off. Not interested.
Not interested now.
Not interested. The doctors are making their money.
So is this all the group that's out with you today?
Yeah, these are a few of us. Yeah.
Yeah. And what's the? Do you guys have any kind of like? Are you guys just independent, working together?
Well, we're part of a group called Rebels on Roundabouts, Stockport. We gather every Friday at Portwood Roundabout.
Different topics, different.
No,
issues?
it's all the same issue.
It's all in around the COVID vaccine.
Basically, yeah. Most of it, yeah.
Yeah.
There are other issues, many other issues, but we'll just concentrate on this for now because this is the biggest crime against humanity.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you find many in your group are believers in God?
Yeah,
believers
yeah.
in Christ?
Most of us are.
Most of you are.
Yeah.
Well,
we're all.
interesting, isn't it?
I would say that 99% of us are Christian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as I was saying, what it is to be born again is you're born again when you've truly put your faith in Jesus Christ,
Right.
And God comes and changes you from within,
Right.
by His Holy Spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I changed on the 18th of January last year, so it's in 2021. The 18th of January was when I changed.
Yeah.
Because I believed all this bullshit for 10 months. I clapped every Thursday night like that, at 8 o'clock every Thursday.
With your pots and pans.
Yeah. I was out there doing all that shit. And then I woke up on the 18th of January 2021.
Was that when you became a Christian, or was that when you?
No, like I say, I was brought up a Catholic.
Yeah.
You know, I went to church every Sunday and all that. So, and no, but that was when I woke up to the crime that's being committed.
All right. So what you're saying is you were saying that that you were kind of sort of sleeping, sort of ignorant to sort of.
Yeah, I was just went to work, got up in the morning, turned on the BBC, went to work every day, come home, have my tea, turn the BBC on, and that was my life. That's where I got my information from. Brainwashed by the BBC. Only one story on the BBC. Manipulation of the minds of the people. That's all it is. Control. Government control. Government propaganda. That is all.
So did you have to? So when you first was hearing about COVID, and you were hearing sort of the sort of plans and how they were going to deal with it, and there was the lockdowns and so forth. Did you start to think that there was something untowards? Is that what led you
to... No, not when it first broke. Obviously, I watched the BBC. December 2019, they started saying there was a virus in China, blah de blah. You know, little slots on the BBC, and then they started building it up, to eventually they got to March the 23rd, 2020, and that's when Boris came out with the everyone must stay at home. You know, and I believed it.
You thought it was the right thing to do?
Yeah, and I did it. Yeah, I did it. I prevented all my friends and family from coming round to the house. I got two kids, and the only thing I wanted to do was protect them. My attitude was to protect my children foremost, and protect myself, because they've already lost their mother.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm a single father. My kid's mother died 5 years ago. So I needed to protect my children. That was all. And so I followed the rules. I did what I was told. And then when you see there's only one side to a story, and no journalists question anything. All they do is go along with the theatre and the pantomime and the circus.
What?
The journalists are responsible for all this. All journalists on the BBC, ITV, Sky News, Channel 4, everywhere around the world.
Do you think that they do it? Do you think many of them do it because they feel as though that if they don't go along with the particular narrative, that they're going to kind of be shown the door?
Absolutely.
So they're fearful for their jobs.
Absolutely.
So
of course they are.
So that's why you come along where there's a lack of integrity.
Yes, there's no integrity. There's no integrity. They just follow the rules and the narrative, the propaganda, the Goebbels way.
Yeah.
The Goebbels way.
Yeah. Interesting. So what was it particularly that you found the most disturbing at the beginning? What kind of made you think, wow, this is really wrong in what they're pushing here?
Oh, when the day I woke up I was watching the BBC, and Clive Myrie was inside a morgue, and there was dead bodies there lying on the slabs, and he was implying that those dead bodies were COVID dead bodies. So I emailed the BBC and I asked him, did he have the permission of those poor people? Did he have their family's permission to show those bodies on the television? No, he did not. So the BBC changed their policy from then on. They have to have the permission of the families to be in a morgue, basically. It was disgusting. It was absolutely disgusting. So I emailed and vented my anger at the BBC. From then on, I turned the BBC off, and I turned off all the government news channels, basically. I will not follow their narrative, and I will not follow their story, and I will do everything to prevent these poor people from taking this poison. Dangerous poison.
Yeah. Well, like I say, all this push saying that, take the vaccine to sort of save others.
It's been blown wide open now.
If you take the vaccine, it'll stop you from contracting it. It'll stop you from passing it on to others. It was all a lie.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't true.
Yeah.
Because basically, whether you had it or not, you can catch it and pass it on.
Yeah.
You know? And
everyone I know who's had the jab has had COVID.
And the only people that really were in danger of dying from the actual virus were those that were very, very old with underlying health issues.
Yeah.
So the rest of society really should have just
carried on.
They should carried on. They shouldn't have been pushed.
All our immune systems are built up from our ancestors from thousands and thousands of years ago. We are all. Our immune systems are all developed through our ancestors, and this is how we fight. Our immune systems fight all types of viruses. This is why we live so long these days. You know, we've all got strong immune systems.
Yeah, I felt strongly that when it come to the lockdowns, my first initial thing was this is total overreach here.
Yeah.
This is dangerous.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah.
It's dangerous to the economy. It's going to be dangerous to people's people's health.
Yeah.
People's mental health. You know,
I had a girlfriend who had a very bad mental health during the middle of the hardest lockdown. She poured petrol all over herself, set herself on fire, and killed herself.
Really?
Yeah. The 14th of November 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
So just basically being locked away from everybody.
Yeah. She was already suffering anyway.
Yeah.
Just tipped her over the edge. Yeah. Yeah.
So do you think that the lockdowns worldwide have obviously caused more health problems than what the virus
without a
ever
doubt,
caused?
and it's all being covered up. Without a doubt, it's all being covered up by the dirty little journalists who call themselves journalists. They're a disgrace to humanity. A disgrace.
Yeah. So yeah, interesting to see you guys out. You obviously feel very passionate about this and want to have your voices heard.
Yeah.
About this particular issue and topic.
Yeah.
And how do you think members of the public are responding to you guys?
Over a year and a half ago, all we were getting was abuse. Not anymore. The public are waking up to all this bullshit.
Do you think many of the public now think, wait a minute, we got sort
yes.
of like we got done there?
Yeah.
We got rolled over there.
Yeah, because the government want them to have 3, 4, 5. Where does it stop? Where does it stop? They want them to have vaccines every year for COVID. You're having a laugh.
Yeah, so many people at the beginning, were made to be fearful and afraid.
Fear and terror creates manipulation.
Yeah, it's easy to manipulate people if they're
terrified.
If they're terrified.
Yeah, and all the news channels did was terrify people. The newspapers, the amount of advertising everywhere, the stickers, everything. Everything. Yeah. It was just one mass manipulation process. Yeah. Worldwide, not just this country. Worldwide.
What's your name, by the way?
Declan.
Declan. I'm David. Nice to meet you, Declan.
And you?
Okay. Yeah. So, like I say, I've just come into Stockport today. It's the first time I've been in Stockport.
Right.
So I'm going to have a little look around.
Yeah.
As I say, I'm a Christian preacher.
Right.
And so I'm coming in to just have a look around and maybe find somewhere to to exercise my liberty and
absolutely
and preach the Christian gospel.
Yeah.
Do you know what the gospel is?
That's a funny question. That I don't know. I've never been asked that before. Do I know what I know the gospel is a book.
The Gospels in the Bible, the 4 Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke and John.
Yeah.
The word gospel means good news.
Right.
And the message that we have for people, for Stockport, for the world, is a message of good news.
Yeah.
And it's that God has purposely sent his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, to this earth, right, to give his life as a sacrifice for all our sin. Every one of us, you and me, Declan, we have broken God's law.
Oh, I know that.
And we deserve to be punished because we've broken his law. But God is merciful and gracious. He saw that we couldn't save ourselves. So he stepped in to rescue us. And we can only be saved on the merits of Christ.
Right.
He took our sin. He died in the place of sinful man. And God has raised him up again. You mentioned Easter, the resurrection. Right? What this means is, because that sacrifice has been paid, Declan, in full at the cross, that whoever humbles themselves to God, whoever puts their faith in Jesus Christ and what he done, has their sins pardoned, forgiven. They are reconciled back to God, their creator. And then God comes into their life by the Holy Spirit.
Right.
Guides them in the way of life and will bring them safely into his everlasting kingdom. Does that sound like good news to you?
That's great news.
Yeah. So Jesus welcomes you, Declan, into his kingdom.
I do know that.
You do know that?
I do know that, yeah.
All right. God bless you. Nice talking to you.
Jesus lives in me.
Jesus lives in you.
Yeah.
God bless you, Declan.
God bless you.
Take care.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too, Declan. Bye-bye now. So I've came back round to the front of the precinct, just a little bit away from the anti-vaxxers, and this is a little place where you certainly get a hearing, a constant flow of people sitting. There's here, over here, you see there, bus stop, people across there again at the bus stops, people queuing up to go in the Greggs and Sterling Foods. But yeah, this will be a good place to stand and just preach the gospel, the hearing of these people. So let's go. Men and women of Stockport,